So, my message today is, and I'm going to keep it short and sweet. If you work a job that's dealing with customer service or that's dealing with public relations, that's dealing with people in general, if you can go an extra mile, why not? If you see that there's a need, like for me, a single mother with 3 kids coming out of being homeless, literally starting over from scratch, had to endure some upheaval and betrayals of people that were supposed to care. Now, granted, your circumstances come from choices, right? Now, I made the choice to move me and my children to an area where my children could survive and grow and be kids, not have to live and struggle and whatnot. I mean, we all gonna have to deal with our own paths. But if they can grow up and just enjoy being a child instead of having to be a parent earlier than they need to, then yes, I will prevent that because I was that child who had to be mature than what she was supposed to be sooner than later. But these are not the times that I was in that we're in now, where we have access to internet and there's other kinds of resources where everybody can accommodate and generate reciprocity, right? So with that being said, if it's making sense to you, when for me, any job that I worked, I didn't work for man. Man employed me, but I didn't work for man. I worked for God because I believe in Jesus Christ. And if you're like me who's read the Bible, God says work on your job as unto me. Because at the end of the day, God is the provider. God is the employer. He is also HR, where you get your check. So depending on how you operate out of your heart space, that is what your payment will be. In any job I worked, I put 110%, if not 1,000%, in everything that I do. Because any job that I work, I want to leave that person knowing that I did my best, that they didn't take a chance on me and I fucked up my blessing, if that makes sense. Excuse me, but I curse. But I'm being honest. When I work, I don't work for men and I don't work for my self gratification because I know that my blessings is coming from God. I've been maintenance, I've been customer service, I've been in childcare, I have been in the dentistry field. Like I've worked a few things. So for me, I like to get my hands into anything that I can learn something new from. That's me. Anything that will be resourceful later on in life. Because that's how I operate. So any job that I ever worked, I've always treated people the way I wanted to be treated. And I've always went an extra mile just so that person can feel and know that they're not being taken for granted. You know, like when you go to a sales place and you're trying to purchase a shoe or a shirt and you're not really sure if you want to spend that amount. You feel me? Because wholeheartedly, you know you got other things that you could be paying. But you really want to treat yourself because you're working your butt off. And honestly, you like, I'm working my ass off. But what am I working for if I can't splurge a little bit and enjoy myself, right? So then you got a sales rep that's going to come to you. Now you get one or two. You got one that'll come and tell you, yeah, bad. And then when you bad, you leave and you like, dang, I shouldn't even pay for that. But then you got one that'll make you feel like, you know what, if you don't want that, then let me accommodate you to something that's in your budget without making you feel some type of way. See, that's the type of help that I'm looking for, and I'm sure like you need him. But it takes two. Like this morning, I was calling for transportation for my kids so they can go to their doctor's appointment. And yet I was getting mistreated all the way around the board and being talked to like these people knew me personally. And all the time I'm trying to stay calm and keep my religion and not even spaz out and use my tongue to slay a dragon. But I just felt like I got pushed into a corner like, hold on, time out. You don't know me and I'm calling you to do your job. But you too busy being extra, and why and for what? You getting paid already. The thing is, why is you acting like you don't know the protocol to your job situation, right? But how soon people forget you too gotta be a civilian out here on these streets. And you too gonna have to come across that same energy you gave me. And that person might not be as lenient and kind hearted as I am. Although I had got pushed to the point where I was like, okay, wait a minute, time out. I'm a grown ass woman. And you're not going to talk to me any kind of way when I'm calling you to do your job. I didn't call you with my ass to kiss, so don't give me your ass to kiss when you're supposed to be doing what you're paid to do. That's the thing. People getting too damn comfortable in their positions where they feel like they can't be touched, but you're not invisible to nothing because God sees everything. And as I'm listening to these people tell me what they can't do, I'm listening and thinking of 10 ways that if it was me that I could do. But I'm on the other end of the stick. So this video ain't even to be long. But my point is, if you see a need, somebody needs something, go an extra mile. It ain't taking too much out of your energy to help somebody. It's not. What you losing? You want to do nothing but sit there and think about 10 different things you need to do at home anyway. Why not be a blessing to somebody else? As for me, when I look and I deal with people, I listen to a situation. Okay, you need help with what? Because I done had people come to me and act like they needed my help, and I come to find out they didn't. They just wanted to steal. But that's cool, because they took that. But guess what? You won't get it twice. And you blocking your blessings and the blessings that was coming for whoever else you go to. But I've also had people who really did need my help, and I didn't have a problem. I didn't flinch. And I didn't ask for it back from either people. I just freely gave. But when I did, and I think about the circumstances and the situations that I deal with, I don't get the same energy. But I still do good. Even when people don't do me the way I be wanting to be treated. Because I treat people the way I want to be treated. But I don't get that same energy all the time. But that ain't going to stop me from being me. Just because you a bitch don't mean I got to be a bitch about it. I'm going to still help somebody else. I'm going to still look out for somebody else. Because at the end of the day, I know what it feel like for somebody that you go to and ask them for help and they realize give you their ass. And sometimes you be wanting to spaz. You might want to even put your hands, but it ain't worth it, Miss Celia. You ain't even got to go through all that. You simply tell them thank you, you did more than enough, and you keep it moving. Because now they too will that same day have to face the same energy they gave you. And let's just see if that person is as lenient as they were to you. Do y'all understand what I'm saying? See, people got to understand what goes around comes around. And karma is quick, baby. And you never know why God sent people to you. Because he sent people for a reason. Sometimes it's to show you what type of person you are. So if you purposely being a bitch to somebody that came to you genuinely needing, remember what Jesus said in Matthew. Remember what he said. I came to you and I asked you for bread. I came to you and I asked you for a shirt. I came to you and asked you for somewhere to lay my head. I came to you and I asked you for your help and you told me no. And the people said, Jesus, when you come talk to me? You ain't asked me. I ain't talk to you. And he said, when I sent my child. Anybody that came to you that asked you for those things, that's because I sent them to you. So because you don't know them, I don't know you. Now, if you like me, a believer, that's the last thing you want to hear Jesus tell you is that you could have helped somebody and you didn't. All because you felt like you was something that you ain't. Because ain't nobody above nobody, but I'm surely not the head. I'm not the tail. Surely not the tail. I don't know how I was going to say that, but y'all know what I'm saying. You're not the tail, but you're not above nothing. At the end of the day, God sees your heart. Which is why, for me, I'm going to stay blessed. No matter how people be trying to do me. They don't understand my relationship with my Heavenly Father. I'm going to stay blessed. Because at the end of the day, no matter what nobody do to me, and I've been through a lot of shit, I'm going to still be grateful. And still a humble, loving, giving, generous person. Because you don't owe me shit and I don't owe you shit. I'm doing this because I want to be with my Heavenly Father. Period. I'm sorry if you don't understand that, but if you get in tune with him, he'll definitely walk you to it. So, like I said, I'm not trying to make this long. But if you can go an extra mile for somebody today, please do. Don't block your blessings acting like your shit don't stink. Because it do. But guess what? God will forgive you and act like he ain't even see that. And double bless you for what you gave. It ain't got to be a lot. It could be a smile. It could be a conversation. It could be a t-shirt. It could be a bottle of water. If you can go an extra mile and you know somebody is dealing with something and you have the resources to accommodate the person, what's it gonna cost you? Because you too could be where that person is at. And when you hate to find out that the person you didn't help when you fall on hard times is the same person that could help you and they tell you no, you know how you gonna feel? Dang, I should have helped that person when I had the chance. Don't let that be your story today. Because God is watching, whether you believe it or not, and trust and believe me, He gonna make sure His kids eat. But first He gonna prepare that table. And you better just hope you one of the peoples with a plate and a place name sitting next to you. Because if it ain't, then you know where you stand. Have a blessed day.